YouTube shooting people, I'm going to do a unboxing and unenveloping for you. I've already opened it. So this is, can you guess what it is? That's a Glock 34. And this is something from my friends at Comp-tac for the Glock 34. So here it is. I like Comp-tac a lot. I think they just make great stuff. It's a belt holster for the Glock 34 or 35. 35 and 34 are the same exact size. 34 is a 9mm. 35 is in 40 caliber. They make great stuff. And this other envelope here, this is one of their things. They put a pack of Smarties in there. The kids like that. They also put in, join the NRA thing. I'm already a member of the NRA. Usually I do like the 3 year at a time membership, so I don't forget. And they remind me sometimes they don't. And it comes with the instructions and Allen key to be able to adjust the holster. And here is the holster. Let's see how well she fits. They usually crank these down, so we might need to make an adjustment on it. Yep, pretty tight. So, that's way too tight for competition, but you can easily take your Allen key, and they're just nicely molded. Take your Allen key and just loosen this bad boy up. Right. Counterclockwise, duh. Now I would recommend, I've never had any of them fall out. If you really loosen them, the way these screws work is there's a rubber spacer here, so that kind of acts as a washer. They'll put pressure on the screw so it can't back out on you. Better, but not quite. But if you really need to back them out pretty far, you might want to figure out where they need to go, back them out totally. In other words, take them out completely, and take something like blue Loctite, or this stuff here works well, gun tight, and just lock them in there so you don't wind up losing them. There we go. Pretty. Make it a little looser. I'm telling you, for IDPA and that kind of stuff, you don't want your gun binding up in your holster at all. That'll slow your draw down and cause you problems. So a lot of people have problems with the Serpas because of that. The Blackhawk Serpas, they tend to have that locking device that you actuate with your finger when you draw, right, like that. But a lot of people have problems with those because, oh yeah, in and out. Bit of the old in and out with your pistol is always good. The nice thing about these is if you tend to cant up the gun when you're drawing, it doesn't bind. The Serpas will bind, is what I'm trying to say. Holsters are going to put wear on your gun. Get over it. Wear on your gun's a good thing. It means that everybody's happy and you're using your gun the way it's meant to be. By the way, this gun's been safety checked. There's nothing in the magazine. There's nothing in the chamber. Don't be stupid. Safety check everything before you use it. And actually, if you were paying attention, you would be able to tell whether or not a Glock's ready to fire based on the position of the trigger. That trigger's been pulled. It's not reset. You can pull this all day long with it, and it ain't nothing going to happen. If you reset the trigger, it's now in the forward position. Forward, back. Okay, this gun is, of course, safe. Go look at it. This is molded from basically one piece of Kydex. On the outside it's textured, the inside is smooth. You can't see down here very well because it's kind of dark, but you can. They're molded very well to the body of the gun. There's a channel here to accommodate the front sight, so you don't rip off the front sight when you're drawing. So here I am, fully into the holster, and if you look here, my muzzle's slightly recessed within there, and so is my sight. So when I draw this, I don't have any chance of catching that front sight and damaging it on the draw, because you're drawing it pretty good force. It's then bent over for the belt loops, so you can put, if you have a belt loop here, you can actually arrange this on your belt where there's a belt loop in the middle, which is great because it keeps this holster from sliding forward and back on your body, and that can be really annoying. So it keeps it where it's supposed to be, which is helpful. There's also an indentation here, which results in a piece sticking out on the inside on both sides. And what that does is actually grips the gun. Here's the other indentation. It grips it around the trigger guard, and that's really your retention. So even at relatively light retention, where I could easily draw that gun, this holster, it's not going to flop out on you. I have been at matches where people have bumped into each other inadvertently, and a gun's fallen out of the holster. That's a disqualification, even if you're not. It is. If you can't be dropping your gun on the ground, you can get kicked out. So these have a nice sort of retention quality to them. The Kydex is relatively thick. It's nicely made, like I said, and these are super durable. And I think, what's the warranty on these things? 1 year. So the warranty is a little bit light, but honestly, I just can't imagine anything really crazy happening with them that you would need more than a 1 year warranty. And I also think the people at Comp-tac are the kind of folks that, if you did have an issue, they'd help you fix it ASAP. I also want to say that what you order online. It's an online store, and one of the nice things about Comp-tac is they're made to order. The turnaround, they build them in about 4 days. You'll have it in a week. So I ordered this, and it came within a week. So Comp-tac Victory Gear, a nice place to put your Glock 34 or any other pistol that you own. I've recently been in the process of switching to all Comp-tac holsters for consistency. I have them for a 1911, I have them now for my Glock 34, and I have them for my Smith & Wesson 686, and probably something else I'm neglecting to mention. High quality, really well made. These are competition holsters. I guess you could use them for carry, but they don't have a, they're outside the waistband. They don't have a great retention device for everyday carry. But for the purpose of IDPA, USPSA, these are pretty damn hard to beat. In fact, I think they might be the best. All right, that's all I got for you.